Hello children, welcome to this session. In this session we are going to discuss about the one of the topic of ecosystem. The ecosystem is a four aspects or components. Already we know that in the previous classes. So one is the first one component is the productivity. Second one is known as a decomposition. Third one is a energy flow. In the previous classes we are completed in the productivity and decomposition. And the third aspect of ecosystem is a energy flow. The energy flow is a important aspect in the ecosystem. So how to transmitted from the one trophic level to another trophic level, or the one level to another level. So in here we must understanding that it is the sun is only one and only the sun only the energy sources in the world, in the living earth. So only the sun or the solar energy is a one and only energy source in the earth. Entire the living world, the energy source is sun, only sun, except of the deep ocean hydrothermal ecosystem. In the deep sea hydrothermal ecosystem, the sunlight cannot penetrate into the deep sea. So that's why the deep sea hydrothermal ecosystem, except of deep sea hydrothermal ecosystem. So remaining ecosystems except of deep sea hydrothermal ecosystem, so except of this one, remaining all ecosystem, the main energy source is the sun. Mainly the one and only energy source is known as a sun. So the sun energy is known as a solar energy. In here the sun, that they gives the sun rays, the solar energy can give to the universe, but only the less than the 50% of incident rays they are fallen on the earth, they reaches on the earth. So in here the sun, it can give the 100% solar radiation as a solar waves or the sun waves, but the less than 50% of sun rays they are incidents on the earth. This is known as a incidence rays. The 50% incidence rays are fallen on the earth. So this 50% incident radiation, this is a helpful for the photosynthesis. It means the energy is produced by the autotrophs or the greenery plants or the woody plants or the greenery bacteria, or it means the chlorophyllous bacteria. So this incidence radiation from the sun is known as a photosynthetically active radiation. That is the short name is a PAR. Photosynthetically active radiation is less than the 50% of incident rays. So it means, so the sun can use the 100% radiation, 100% of waves or the sun rays that give the universe. But only less than the 50% of sun rays they are incidents on the earth is known as a PAR. It is a photosynthetically active radiation. In the photosynthetically active radiation, among the photosynthetically active radiation, that it is the less than 50%. In this, only 2 to 10% of solar energies can trapped by the greenery plant for the process of the organic materials products, are the producers of the carbohydrates. So only 2 to 10% of utilized by the photosynthesis among the PAR. It means the photosynthetically active radiation. Photosynthetically active radiation is the less than the 50% of incident rays. So among the photosynthetically active radiation, the plant can able to trap the only 2 to 10% of solar energy from the photosynthetically active radiation. It means we are the producers, it means the greenery plants or the woody plants or the chlorophyllous bacteria can prepare the carbohydrates or the energy source food materials. Energy source food materials, they are produced by, utilized by the only 2 to 10 percentage of photosynthetically active radiation. Among the photosynthetically active radiation, the plant only can use the 2 to 10 percentage of radiation for the energy produced products. It is a carbohydrates or the food products or the organic compounds can produced by the process of photosynthesis. The photosynthesis plants can utilize the 2 to 10 percentage of sun rays from the photosynthetically active radiation. Photosynthetically active radiation. In this, small amount of energy can trapped by the greenery plant. Only 2 to 10 percentage of energy, solar energy trapped by the greenery plants. Greenery plants are the woody plants or the autotrophs. Simply is known as a autotrophs. The autotrophs can able to the 2 to 10 percentage of solar energy trapped by the greenery plant from the photosynthetically active radiation. It means it is a small energy. Small energy. This small energy is can followed. It can transmitted from the organisms or the heterotrophs or the herbivores to carnivores to and secondary carnivores or the trophic carnivores. It means each and every organisms they are depending on the sun directly or indirectly. So in here the greenery plants is known as the producers. The producers. So each and every organisms enter the living world. Each and every organisms they are depending on the producers. The producers can prepare the energy, can produce the energy by followed by the photosynthesis. So it means each and every organisms enter the living world, the directly or indirectly they are depending on the solar energy. It means each and every organism has a energy is depending on the directly or indirectly depending on the producers. The producers can trap the energy from the solar or the PAR, photosynthetically active radiation, that is the only 2 to 10%. It is a small energy. This small energy, how to transmit it from the one trophic level to another trophic level? Flow means, so it is according to the thermodynamics law. According to the thermodynamics law, the energies cannot created, it cannot destroyed. But the second law of the thermodynamics is the energy can flows from the one form to another form. The energy can change as one form to another form. Either not created nor destroyed. So it means the energies cannot created and as well as it cannot destroyed. So according to the thermodynamics law, the energy is can transmitted from the one trophic level to another trophic level. What is trophic level? Trophic level means that each and every organisms they occupy the specific place in the ecological pyramid or the food web or the food chain. So each and every organisms they occupy the specific place for the food purpose. So that is known as a trophic level. So depending on the trophic level, this energy flow can followed by it can transmitted from the one trophic level to another trophic level. So it can described by the two types of chains, the food chains and food webs. The energy can flows through by the food chain and food web. So what is food chain? So food chain means, so each and every organisms they are depending on the other organisms are the producers. So directly or indirectly. So all organisms they are directly or indirectly depending on the producers. So this nutrient, it means the energy can flow the one trophic level to the another trophic level by the sequence manner is known as a food chain. Food chain means the feeding purpose, one organisms is depending on the only one and only organisms. So this interaction is known as a food chain. So food chain means for the energy requirement purpose they need the food. For the feeding purpose, they depending on the one and only organisms for the feeding purpose. They depending on the one and only organisms for the feeding purpose. So these interactions of the feeding, interactions between the feeding, between the organisms is known as the food chain. So for example, in here the grass is a producer. The grass is eaten by the grasshopper. The grasshopper eaten by the frog eaten by the snake eaten by the eagle or vulture. In here, so for example, frog is depending on the grasshopper, only depending on the grasshopper for the feeding purpose. So this interaction, this feeding among the organisms, the feeding interaction among the organisms is known as the food chain. But in ecosystem, the organisms cannot depending on only one organism for the feeding purpose. It cannot depending on only one organism. It is depending on the so many food nutrients purpose, depending on the so many organisms or the more than one organisms. For here, the frog is depending not only grasshopper, is depending on the insects also. So it means in a food chain means one organism is depending on the only one organisms for the feeding purpose is known as this interaction is known as a food chain. But food web means one organism is depending on the other organisms, more than one organisms for the feeding purpose. For the feeding purpose, this interrelation of the feeding among the organisms is known as a food web. The food chain is divided into two types. It is known as a grazing food chain and detritus food chain. So the energy can flow through by the food. The energy can flow from one trophic level to another trophic level through by the food chain, through by the food. The food chain means the interaction the organisms for the feeding or the nutrients. It is known as a food chain. The grazing food chain means so one of the organisms is directly depending on the one organisms. Grazing or the directly eaten by the one organism. One organism is directly eaten by the another organisms. So this type of food chain is known as a grazing food chain. Grazing means directly to take, directly eating. Grading food chain. So in here, grazing food chain means grazing food chain or GFC. Grazing food chain. One organism is directly depending on other organisms. The directly eaten. So next one is a detritus food chain. Detritus food chain. So in here, any one of the organisms they may be died or destroyed or death. So one organisms after the death they followed by the destroyed or decomposed. That after the death, the organisms, either plants or the animals, whatever it may be, after the death, the energies cannot remain trapped. It means it cannot stored in the dead organisms. After the death, the organisms will be decomposed. The decomposed by the some organisms. The decomposing organisms. So which organisms can help for the decomposition of the dead parts or the dead organisms is known as a detritivores. Detritivores means they are always depending on the dead parts or the dead organisms or the dead bodies. So which organisms can destroy the dead organisms is known as a detritivores. So this especially the detritivores are bacteria. So bacterium and fungi. The fungi and bacteria is mainly known as the detritivores. So they are depending on the dead bodies, the plant and animals. So they can destroy the dead parts. The dead organisms can be destroyed by the detritivores. So the digestive enzymes secreted to the outside. So on the dead bodies. So outside they are digested. After the digestion, food is can sucking into their body, bacteria or fungus. So that's why the detritivores is known as a saprophyte. Saprophytes. Another name is a saprophytes. Saprophytes. And another name is known as a the natural scavengers. The fungus bacteria are known as a detritivores. It is depending on the saprophytes. Saprophytes means they are depending on the dead bodies. So they are digested outside. After the digestion of the outside, they are ingestion into their body or the sucking into their body. So the detritivores is known as the natural scavengers. Natural scavengers. In here, the energy how to flow from the one trophic level to another trophic level. That it is. So according to Lindemann 10% law. 10% law. So Lindemann 10% law. 10% law. It means in here, so the energies can produced by the producers or autotrophs. So producers nothing but is a greenery plants or the woody plants or the chlorophyllous bacteria. So simply is known as autotrophs. The autotrophs can trapped by the solar energies can made as the food substances. So for the energy purpose, these producers are eaten by the organisms. So it means is known as the first consumers are the herbivores. The herbivores directly depending on the producers, and the herbivores are feeding for the primary carnivores. The primary carnivores is helpful for the feeding for the secondary carnivores. The secondary carnivores is a feeding purpose. They are using the tertiary carnivores. In here, the producers to herbivores to primary consumers to secondary consumers. Primary carnivores to secondary carnivores to the tertiary carnivores. When the energy flows from the producers to the carnivores, it is the terminal carnivores, the energy will be only 10% energy can process from the producer to the herbivores. In here, for the observation purpose, we can observe the one trophic level. In here, the primary producers means it is known as a first trophic level, or greenery plants is known as a primary producers. It is can trap the solar energy trapped as a food substances. So after the photosynthesis process, so these food substances, the energy sources can transmitted from the primary producers to primary consumers. Primary consumers is known as a second trophic level. Or the primary consumers is known as a herbivores. All herbivores is known as a primary consumers. And the secondary consumers is depending on the primary consumers. It means the energies can flows from the primary consumers or the second trophic level to the third trophic level through by the food chain or food web. The energy can transmitted from the second trophic level to the third trophic level. Third trophic level means the secondary consumers. Secondary consumers means is known as a primary carnivores. So the energy can transmitted from the third trophic level to the fourth trophic level, that is known as a tertiary carnivores. Are the in here secondary carnivores. Tertiary consumers are the secondary carnivores is known as a tertiary consumers. It is the fourth trophic level. When the energy can flows from the one trophic level to the next trophic level through by the food chain or the food web. So in that time, the energy can transmitted only 10% of energy can transmitted from the one trophic level to the next trophic level. only 10% of energy can able to the transmitted from the one trophic level to the next trophic level. For example, in here, 1000 joules of energy they has a first trophic level. The first trophic level is a 1000 joules of energy. But only 10% of energy can transmitted to the first trophic level to the second trophic level. The 10% means in here 100 joules. The 100 joules, only 100 joules of energy can transmitted from the one trophic level to the second trophic level through by the food chain. In here second trophic level to the third trophic level, the transmission of the energy through by the food web or food chain. The second trophic level to the third trophic level, only 10% of energy can transmitted. In here 100 joules, for example, in here only 10 joules of energy can transmitted from the second trophic level to the third trophic level through either food chain or the food web. And the energy can transmitted from the third trophic level to the fourth trophic level through by the food chain is the known as only 1 joule of energy. 1 joules. It means only 10% of energy can transmitted from the one trophic level to the second or the next trophic level. It is a example of the trophic level. The primary producers are greenery plants are the autotrophs. All autotrophs of the greenery plants is known as the primary producers. It is known as a first trophic level. And the primary consumers. The primary consumers means all herbivores is known as a primary consumers. The trophic level is a second. And which organisms depending on the primary consumers is known as a secondary consumers. Secondary consumers. The secondary consumers is known as a third trophic level. Example is a primary carnivores. Primary carnivores. So which organisms that depending on the secondary consumers is known as a tertiary consumers. Tertiary consumers are the fourth trophic level. The example is the secondary carnivores or the top carnivores is already is known as a topic carnivores. It is the energy flow. So the 10% of energy can transmitted from the one trophic level to the next trophic level. This is a statement given by the Lindemann. So that's why it is known as a Lindemann's rule. Lindemann's 10% law means the energy flow only 10%. Only 10% of energy can transmitted from the one trophic level to the next trophic level. Okay. So thank you. If you have any doubt, you post it to in the given message. So after the channel, given as one comments. So if you have any doubts, you post it in the comment box. So thank you one and all. Have a nice day. Thank you.